Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Ramesh Ramachandran. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. Polling begins for fifth phase of India's parliamentary election. 49 seats up for grabs across 6 states and 2 union territories. Helicopter carrying Iran's president crushes. Harsh weather hampers search operation. Tehran appreciates outpouring of help and support. India's Prime Minister expresses concern, says we stand in solidarity. U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan meets Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, calls for a focused military strategy for a lasting defeat of Hamas. And in football, Manchester City wins an unprecedented 4th straight Premier League title, beats West Ham United 3-1. All right, first up, let's get you the latest on the world's largest democratic election in India. Polling has begun for Phase 5 of India's parliamentary election, covering 49 seats across 6 states and 2 union territories. Voting began in 14 seats of Uttar Pradesh, 13 seats of Maharashtra, 7 of West Bengal, 5 seats each of Odisha and Bihar, 3 seats of Jharkhand and 1 seat each in Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. More than 947,000 officials are deployed across 94,732 polling stations. So far, election has concluded for 379 parliamentary constituencies of 23 states and union territories in the first 4 phases of the election. An average voter turnout of 66.95% had been recorded. Polling is also being held on Monday for 35 assembly constituencies of Odisha. Meanwhile, campaigning for the 6th phase of elections scheduled for the 25th of May gains momentum. Political parties are holding public meetings and roadshows across the country. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Odisha and West Bengal on Monday. He will also hold rallies in Odisha's Puri, Dhenkanal and Cuttack. Home Minister and BJP leader Amit Shah will hold public rallies in Haryana's Karnal and Jhajjar. Later in the day, he will also hold public meetings in Delhi's Sangam Vihar area. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is to hold a public rally in Chandigarh in support of the BJP candidate from the seat, Sanjay Tandon. Top leaders of opposition parties are also holding rallies across the country to woo voters. RJD leader Prasar Bharati will be campaigning for elections at Phulwari constituency. Covering elections in the largest democracy of the world also gives you a glimpse of the rich ethnicity of India. DD India's Vishal Baristo travels to the state of West Bengal to bring you this special report on the Santhal tribe.
Hand in hand, boys and girls of all age dancing to honor their deity, Bonga. The Santhal tribe celebrates the festival of Mahamore every 5 years. I'm here in Jhargram in West Bengal. This area borders both Jharkhand and Odisha. This is a Santali stronghold, and as you can see that the Santali tribals are dancing on the beats of the drums. They will dance till wee hours in the morning. This is election time also, but for them their tradition and their culture is an integral part of their society. Santals are the largest tribe in the state of Jharkhand and West Bengal in terms of population in India, and they enjoy dancing very much.
जो संताल का जो फेस्टिवल है वो महामोड़ा बोल रहा है.
This Mamo festival is celebrated in 70 villages. After worshipping our deity, we have this community dance.
This Santhal stronghold in Jhargram goes to poll on the 25th of May, and the man dancing with the drum is the BJP candidate from Jhargram constituency in West Bengal, and so there can't be a better opportunity to woo the voters.
Yes, I am enjoying my festival. This is our Santal festival, and politics is remains, but I love my Santal festival.
But politics aside, for the tribals, this is time to enjoy the local delicacies with the family. With cameraman Piyush, Vishal Baristo for DD India, Jhargram, West Bengal.
And joining me from Patna is my colleague Salman Haider. Salman, good morning to you. How's the polling coming along in Patna?
Very good morning, Ramesh. Polling is just started right now, and today there is contest for 5 constituencies in Bihar, and all the constituencies have tough fights with NDA. Some new faces are there, like Devesh Chandra Thakur in Sitamarhi, who is contesting for the first time. Presently, he was Bihar Legislative Council's chairman here. And Ramvilas Paswan's party, LJPR, has fielded its president, Chirag Paswan from Hajipur, and he is contesting from there. In Saran, as you know, the daughter of Lalu Prasad Yadav, Rohini Acharya, is in fight against NDA's candidate, ex-minister Rajiv Prasad Rudi. So the voters are pouring in right now and have formed a long queue in the polling stations, and but the number is very, few in some polling stations. But as the day goes on, even women have outnumbered the male voters and are standing in a long queue there. Yes, Ramesh.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Salman, thank you. That was Salman Haider reporting from Patna. Right, now take a look at what else is making news in India. A car rally and puja was organized in support of Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Basingstoke, United Kingdom. The event drew more than 100 cars. The car rally proceeded through the streets of Basingstoke. The car rally not only showcased the strong support for PM Modi among the Indian diaspora in the UK, but also served as a celebration of Indian culture and community spirit abroad. An Indian sand artist, Sudarshan Patnaik, has created sand art ahead of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Puri in Odisha. The artwork, located on the Puri beach, features Lord Konark and PM Modi himself. Patnaik, known for his awe-inspiring and intricate sand creations, wants to commemorate the Prime Minister's visit and highlight the cultural heritage of the state. An earthquake of magnitude 4 jolted Ladakh this morning. Local authorities reported no immediate injuries or major structural damage. Residents have been advised to remain vigilant and follow safety protocols in case of aftershocks. Authorities say that the depth of the earthquake was about 10 kilometers. The southern Indian state of Tamil Nadu was put on red alert after the India Meteorological Department forecast more heavy rains. The disaster response force in the region has deployed 9 teams in the state's high-risk areas after authorities predicted heavy rainfall till the 22nd of May. The state government has activated warning systems in the coastal areas of the state. And still to come on DD India Live. The man suspected of a foiled assassination attempt on Slovakia's Prime Minister may not have been a lone wolf. Nepal's Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachand to seek a trust vote on Monday. And in tennis, Zverev wins the 6th Masters title at the Italian Open.
Welcome to Kumarakol, Kerala, God's own country.
You're watching DD India Live. I'm Ramesh Ramachandran. Search and rescue operations are in full swing in Iran's East Azerbaijan province, where the helicopter of the country's President Ibrahim Raisi and his entourage crashed on Sunday. Iran's state news agency IRNA reported that although the site of the presumed crash has not yet been located, the search area is narrowing and now was within a 2-kilometer radius. Meanwhile, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps' Commander-in-Chief Hossein Salami has arrived at the general area of the crash to investigate and speed up rescue operations. But the operations were being hampered because of the darkness coupled with foggy weather conditions. Iranian TV showed footage of rescuers walking up steep slopes in driving rain and darkness. The video showed people carrying flashlights as they walked in windy conditions on a hill. And my colleague Amrit Pal Singh joins us for more on this developing story. Amrit, good morning to you. What do we know about the missing helicopter?
Well, the missing helicopter contact has still not been established. So we heard, according to latest reports, that the UAVs deployed by Turkey have been able to identify the broad area with the heat waves emanating out of it, the possible site of the wreckage. But no contact has been able to establish. They haven't been able to establish contact. They broadly know the Varaksa region where the search operation is going on, and so that is the information as of now. The fate of the passengers, which includes the president, the foreign minister, the governor of the Azerbaijan province. The Imam of the Tabriz Mosque, which is a big mosque in that historical mosque in East Azerbaijan, and other officials, about 9 people are said to be on board that chopper, but the fate of their fate is still not clear because they are still not able to reach the exact site of where this chopper or helicopter crashed.
Also, Amrit, how has India responded to these unfortunate developments?
Well, the Prime Minister last evening, late last evening, tweeted and expressed, deep concern, and he said that we stand in solidarity with the people of Iran in this time of distress, and he said the prayers of all Indians are with the Iranians, and he said that he prays for the early, the return of the Iranian president and his entourage.
All right, we'll leave it there. Amritpal Singh, thank you so much for joining us and sharing the latest information on the helicopter crash in Iran. In some other news, U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan called on Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Sunday amid U.S. calls for a more focused military campaign in Gaza. Sullivan spoke with Netanyahu about his meeting in Saudi Arabia with the kingdom's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and the potential that may now be available for Israel as well as the Palestinians. The two also discussed the war in Gaza and the need to minimize civilian casualties. The statement released after their meeting said that the U.S. reaffirmed the need for Israel to connect its military operations to a political strategy that can ensure the lasting defeat of Hamas, the release of all hostages, and a better future for the enclave. And shifting focus away from West Asia to the Indo-Pacific now, where Lai Ching-te takes office as Taiwan's new president on Monday amid tensions with China across the waters. Lai will be delivering an inaugural address outside the presidential building. Lai won the presidential election in January to succeed the incumbent Tsai Ing-wen, who has served 2 consecutive 4-year terms. They both belong to the Democratic Progressive Party. Lai's inauguration will mark the first time for the DPP to assume a 3rd straight presidency. This marks the historic 3rd straight victory for the DPP after Tsai Ing-wen completed her 2 terms as Taiwan's president since 2016. And in news from South Asia, Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachand of Nepal will seek a vote of confidence from the country's lawmakers on Monday. As per Article 102 of the Constitution of Nepal, the Prime Minister should table a motion for vote of confidence within 30 days if a political party in a coalition government withdraws its support to the Prime Minister. Prachand was made to seek a trust vote after the Upendra Yadav-led Janta Samajwadi Party in Nepal withdrew its support on 13th May after a split in the party. It is the 4th time that Prachand, who became the Prime Minister on 25th December 2022, has to undertake a floor test. The current coalition government needs the support of 138 lawmakers to secure the vote of confidence. Moving on, the suspect in an assassination attempt on Slovakia's Prime Minister may not have been just a lone wolf. Slovakia's Interior Minister said the team is investigating the possibility that the man suspected of attempting assassination may not have been working alone. Meanwhile, Robert Fitzo's life is no longer in danger following hours of surgery, but he still requires intensive care. On Saturday, the man charged with his attempted murder was placed in custody until his trial.
But I can confirm that in this case, given the seriousness and all that was mentioned here, it is an attack on democracy. An investigating team was also set up, which is also working with the version that it was not a lone wolf attacker. I am saying this based on the operational information that was provided to us.
Spain recalled its ambassador to Buenos Aires for consultations on Sunday after Argentina's President Javier Milei made derogatory comments about Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez's wife. Milei had called Sanchez's wife Begoña Gómez corrupt during a rally in Madrid organized by the far-right Vox party and attended by many of his international allies. Spain's Foreign Minister Jose Manuel Alvarez said is expected an apology from Milei. During his three-day visit to Madrid, Milei's visit broke with diplomatic protocol as he refused to meet Spain's King Felipe and Sanchez. Up to 8 million voters in the Dominican Republic cast their ballots to elect the next president and members of parliament as well. The Dominican Republic's president and candidate for the Modern Revolutionary Party, Luis Abinader, voted on Sunday in Santo Domingo as he tries to secure a new presidential mandate. Dominican ex-president Leonel Fernandez seeking his fourth term in elections also cast his vote in the election. Fernandez is running with the backing of the Fuerza del Pueblo party, which he founded. Fernandez has painted his main opponent Abinader as weak on the economy and crime, while the Dominican Liberation Party's Abel Martinez, a first-time candidate, has trumpeted his successors as the mayor of the country. Right, now take a look at what else is making news around the world. In Mexico City's Zocalo Square, thousands of members of opposition groups gathered on Sunday to show support for a presidential hopeful hours before the last presidential debate. The Pink Wave, as the rally was known, called up 95,000 people donning pink garments and waving the Mexican flag. The movement, which began as an effort to unify the opposition in the run-up to the 2nd June election, has resulted in 4 marches so far. Police in Budapest search for missing persons after a small motorboat collision killed 2 on Saturday. Police have launched a criminal investigation against an unknown perpetrator to determine the cause of the accident. The goal of the investigation is to find whether anyone is criminally liable. In sports news, Manchester City won an unprecedented 4th straight English top-flight title with a 3-1 win over West Ham United on Sunday. Phil Foden scored 2 early goals at an expectant Etihad Stadium to put his side on the brink of the title before Mohamed Kudus pulled one back with a spectacular overhead kick. But Rodri struck just before the hour to restore City's 2-goal cushion, and the home side rarely looked troubled as they coasted to the win. City, which has now won 6 titles in 7 years, stands alone as the only English team to have won 4 straight top-flight titles. To tennis now, Alexander Zverev warmed up for the French Open by winning his 6th Masters title. Zverev beat first-time finalist Nicolas Jarry 6-4, 7-5 in the Italian Open final on Sunday. It was the 2nd title in Rome for the German 3rd seed, having won his first in 2017 when he was a 20-year-old, and his first trophy since he broke his ankle in the French Open semi-finals in 2022. India's cricket captain and Mumbai Indians skipper Rohit Sharma has lashed out at the broadcaster Star Sports for airing his conversations for views and engagement, despite him requesting them not to do so. A recent clip of the Indian cricket team captain Rohit Sharma having a chat at the Eden Gardens with his Mumbai mate Abhishek Nair was first aired by a franchise's social media handle. Sharma was possibly speaking about personal matters that he would not want to be known in the world. The franchise then hastily deleted the clip. But by then, damage was done. Many social media handles had picked up the audio and aired the clip. Taking to X, Sharma fumed at Star Sports, saying, and I quote, "The lives of cricketers have become so intrusive that cameras are now recording every step and conversation we are having in privacy with our friends and colleagues at training or on match days. Despite asking Star Sports to not record my conversation, it was and was also then played on air, which is a breach of privacy. The need to get exclusive content and focus only on views and engagement will one day break the trust between the fans, cricketers and cricket," unquote. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of DD India Live. For those of you on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates on the DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. You can scan the QR code on the screen to download it. And let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. You can connect with us on Facebook, X and Instagram. You can also check out our website ddindia.co.in. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Ramesh Ramachandran. All of us here in New Delhi. Thanks for watching DD India Live.